Maybe a little too much on the lashes. Watch those braces. Don't want to sharpen them too much. Yeah, let's make a new history state. Click on new. And grab a nice big brush. It's kind of hard to see on screen because the cursor doesn't always show up properly, but you should be able to see some round object. And we'll go and change the mode for the history brush to screen. And drop the opacity, I'd say, to about 20. And let's just do a little wipe right here, just to help pop his face a little bit. There is an effect photographers trying to do, like they're in front of a TV screen, so I don't want to mess with it too much. Just a little bit. Or maybe not. Let's jump to multiply. That's the multiply mode in the history brush. Let's just darken in those hands a little bit because they're getting a little more light in the faces, which makes them stand out. And this arm too, I think we could do that. And here. Okay. And of course the hair, we cleaned that up really well. No doubt about that. Finally, I'll throw a little curves adjustment layer. And just pop that into what we call an S-curve. Let's make sure the shadows aren't obliterated though. So go to layer, turn that off, on, off, on. You know, we don't want to lose shadow detail. Yeah, that's good. And then maybe even try dropping it to luminosity. Let's see. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, depending on the lighting. In this case, I don't think the luminosity mode works. And take the paintbrush tool. Let's change, make sure our mode is normal for the paintbrush tool. And go in here in the white areas, the bright areas. We don't want that blown out. She's alright, he's alright. And then of course, you know, we save it. I'll go with the layered TIFF. I'll go with the layered TIFF option. And it will increase size. Of course it's locked because I'm using different permissions, so that's no problem. So let's change it to right here we have what's called a desktop folder, and I'll just save it right there. This is what happens when I pull out from different accounts. Don't worry about that part. And we close. So what'd you think of that one? There was hardly anything to do, but we wanted to do a like I said, a second run. All right, what's the first run? Well, all those were first run. They were taken care of in the first run. So, but actually there are some tutorials, I think, where I take you from the beginning to the end in this context. So, I am looking on my screen now to open up a second one. And it opened up CS5 again, that god-awful CS5. Let me quit that before it's too late. And you know what I'll do? I was working in Bridge CS5. If I work in Bridge CS4, it will open the image in CS5. And as you see, I have Bridge. This is an application right here. No need for me to clutter your screens with all that stuff. So let's get another one open. And it opens CS5. Let me quit it if I can. Didn't make a difference, did it? Oh my. Let's try here. And we should see it open in CS4. There we go. Yes, yes, yes. Alright. So this one, because we don't have eyeglasses, I'm sorry, because we don't have eyes, we don't have to worry about sharpening too much. We don't have to worry about it at all. So let's just walk through this one and duplicate the background layer. I just take the clone stamp, cover that up. That thing was a little distracting. I don't know if it's a beeper or the phone or something. And that watch is fine. And listening to his music. And here's where we get funny. See this? I'll zoom in closer. This is called chromatic fringing. And you get this when you have real strong light coming in over a shadow region. So now in RAW, when you're working in this in the RAW format, you can reduce that quite nicely in the RAW dialog box. But since we already did the work, we're not going to worry about that. So I get the paintbrush tool, and we'll change the mode to color. And all we do is just go in here just like this. And of course, your foreground color should be similar to the area you're painting. So I did a little option click to sample that. And let's check the other side.